I'm so geared to when I get on these calls, just thinking that I've got to have this big intro to set the context, but I don't need to do that with you guys. So I just wanted to give you a little quick update on the last new moon ceremony that we did and talk about the next one that we did. So last time, I think it went well. I was very happy with it as a first effort, far from perfect, obviously, as much of a learning experience as anything else. But overall, things went pretty much according to the way that I had more or less scripted it out in my mind. The one thing that was amiss was didn't really get people up and moving so much. And I don't know whether that was like they were just in such a yummy, wonderful spot and they didn't want to mess with their bliss, or someone suggested that maybe it's like the nobody wants to be the first one at the dance floor at the high school dance phenomenon unfolding. But regardless, that was a bit of a miss compared to the way that I had envisioned it. But we've begun it anyway. We started off, I introduced them to this scale that I teach called the SASSY scale, which is a self-assessment simple scale of internal experience. SASSY. Um, and I taught them that scale and had them take a baseline reading of where they were currently. We went through a process of doing some breathing, and I took them on a little bit of a guided visualization, which was designed to amp them up, make them agitated and a little bit uncomfortable. We stopped and had another reading, and everybody but one person had their um, reading go up, which is by design. It's not a torture event, but it's really just designed to show people from an embodied understanding how easily and effortlessly we can use our breath to control our inner experience. And when our inner experience is calm and peaceful, outer experience tends to mirror that. When the inner experience is turmoil, outer experience often will mirror that as well. So then I introduced them to alternative nostril breathing, and everybody just went right down through the floor below baseline, obviously below the agitated state, and got down. So that was kind of an introduction with that. And then we played with that throughout the event. We went about, I think it wasn't 2 hours, it was under 2 hours, probably somewhere around maybe, I would say 110 minutes ish. And that seemed like a good time, although I think as we go, we might be able to get it a little bit longer if we want to, or we'll just kind of see how that goes. So next time, I had lunch today with Lauren Blum. She's going to be joining our team, and she has done cacao ceremonies in the past, so we're going to incorporate that into this. So what we're thinking about is like brief welcome and intro and overview and kind of what we're doing here for people that are there for the first time. If Todd is there, get him to do the astronomy piece again, and obviously his bowl magic. Um, I want to start some gentle movement at the very beginning and hopefully being able to break whatever resistance may have been there, and then do some guided breath work and move into a very sacred, contemplative, open heart, open mind space in preparation for the cacao ceremony. Then Loren's going to be doing that primarily, and the rest of us can assist. And then in that, there's opportunities for insight and contemplation and a little bit of journaling and checking with the experience. And so after the ceremony, we'll do some of that. And then I'd like to move into some semi ecstatic movement. based on the population that we'll be working with. Maybe a static might not be what we shoot for, but their version of a static movement. And then working on embodying and integrating the insights that they may have had. And if they didn't have any insights, they can just embody the peace and the bliss that they were able to do. And ultimately, what I'd like to see between the new moon and the full moon and the Wednesday night meditation, and if we end up doing Mindful Mondays, is getting people to the point where they are living from the embodied understanding that we are having a human experience, and just see if we can create a little bit of a shift there. So I will type up the kind of the loose agenda. It's very loose. And if there's something that, if you're going to be able to be there, that you would like to be in charge of, by all means, let me know that. Or if you've got something that you think would be a really good fit that Lorena and I didn't think about as we were brainstorming this a little bit, then let me know that, and we'll see about incorporating that in there. One final thing to talk about is the next one is a Sunday, February the 19th. So I'm wondering and been discussing and just trying to get feedback from people as to whether or not it would be better to kind of basically roll out of Adam into the new moon ceremony with a break. We'll do socializing and rearranging and preparation and all of that type of stuff. But since folks are there, we can just keep them there. And those that don't show up, for whoever the speaker might be that day, we can, just invite them to show up at whatever time we choose, maybe 11:30, maybe noon. Or do we want to go with a more traditional thing where we send everybody home and then bring them back in the evening? So interested in your thoughts and feedback on that as well. So it's kind of the update. It was good. It'll be even better once we get, we've birthed it, and now we're kind of making our way and checking the energy. And I think that will also be, if there's more of us there, having eyes on the crowd to see what they're really vibing with, what they're resonating with, and what, if anything, does it seem like we're getting a little bit of resistance on, just so we'll know how to handle that as well. So there's your update. Hope that you guys can make it next time. And regardless, I will talk to you when I talk to you. See you soon. Bye-bye.